It's nice to see you again. I'm Chef Dorian. We're here at Canyon Creek to talk about barbecue pork. Everyone's got their own recipe for ribs, so today we're going to do something unique and original. It's our bone-in center cut pork chop, and you are going to love it. First, we're going to start with seasoning this pork chop. Now that we have the pork chop seasoned, we're going to sear it in this pan element on the side of the barbecue. We want to make sure our pan is smoking hot. And the way to check that, just grab a little water, put it in the pan. You can see it dribble around, barely touching the pan. Next, we have some vegetable oil. We're going to go into the pan. We want to make sure this oil is smoking hot so we get a reaction when we put the pork chop in. That's the sound you want to hear. You want to hear that pork chop searing, and you want to develop a nice crust on the outside before we put it in the barbecue. This should take about 2 minutes per side before we put the pork chop in the barbecue. Again, we have this on high heat, and we're going to cook it through. Some people are a little timid when it comes to pork, but there's no reason to be. This is a delicious dish. When cooked right, it's going to be succulent and wonderful. Here we go. I'm going to flip this over. We've developed a nice sear on the outside of the pork chop, getting ready to go into the barbecue. Now that we've seared our pork chop and we have excellent caramelization throughout it, I'm going to put it into the barbecue. The pan handle might be getting a little hot by now, so I'm going to use a little safety measure here. Put this on, pull it across to the barbecue. Now again, I've got this on a high heat. Right now it's cooked for about 2.5 minutes per side, a total of 5 minutes. This pork chop will likely take a total of about 10 to 15 minutes. 5 minutes has passed and we're ready to go to the next step. I'm going to open the barbecue, flip over the pork chop, and we're going to add to it some new ingredients. Here we go. We got a Dijon honey mustard. I'm going to take some of that, put it on top of the pork chop, rub it around just to the edges. If we don't have enough pork already, we're going to put some more pork, some bacon, topped with a bacon and dates stuffing. This has pickled red onions in it. It has sourdough bread. It's made fresh. Pile that on our pork chop, close the lid, and let this cook for another 5 minutes. The key to any delicious meal is perfectly cooked proteins, and with pork, it's no different. In this case, we've been waiting enough time now, it's ready to go. I'm going to open this up. Oh, looks beautiful. I'm going to check the temperature of it, right underneath the stuffing and right along the bone. If I'm cooking this at home, I'm probably going to cook it between 140 to 145 degrees. Keep in mind the temperature will rise when you take it off the barbecue. There you have it, bone-in center cut pork chop with bacon and dates stuffing. It's going to be delicious. You should try this at home or come visit us at Canyon Creek.